along with Jake Rosenberg. We appreciate you guys. Let's get over to Zach Fradella now with an update on those conditions.
I love how we're dressing Josh this morning.
Every 30 minutes, we'll tell him to put another layer on.
All right, look, it could be a fun day as long as we're safe. This is something we never see around here, and it's just beginning, all right? This is a live look in Lafayette. Notice how their roadways have changed. Josh's picture, the roadways are wet. The picture in Lafayette, the roadways are white. This is an iced over street here. And look, I think that's a police officer. Yeah, that is a police officer right there. But look, I get that some people, you still have to go to work, and how nice of that gentleman to drive his partner to work and hopefully get her there safe, and then he can get back home safe. All right, first alert weather day. Storm is beginning this morning. It's a light mixture. It's going to turn to all snow as we go through the morning. Roadway conditions, they're going to go downhill fast, and I think we're going to get to see that in person with Josh's shot. Right now it's snowing. It's just accumulating on the grassy surfaces on the cars. Watch in an hour or two, when his snow starts to pick up in intensity, his ground, his streets are going to turn white, and then we're going to have just a slick road everywhere across southeast Louisiana. So snow, for my friends on the North Shore, you're starting to see it, and it's going to continue over the next several hours throughout the day today. In the city, I think it is still a mixture. We're still bringing some ice into the mix in New Orleans, ice down towards Highway 90 towards Homa, but that's just cooling the atmosphere. So right now we're so dry, and our temperatures are just slightly above freezing. When you start to rain, or in this case, you start to precipitate frozen ice pellets, snow, that is getting the atmosphere colder and colder. And then you hit a point where it's so cold, it's just all snow. And that is what's happened almost from a line right here from the North Shore down into Gramercy. I guarantee in the river parishes it is becoming all snow. It'll be interesting to see what Maddie's seeing in Laplace, because they're now getting into more of that consistent precipitation, which should lead her to some actual true snow falling out of the sky. Everybody north of Lake, your temperatures have fallen quickly into the 20s. I was watching one of the reporting stations up here. It went from a temperature around 30 to 25 in just a matter of 20 to 30 minutes, because as soon as that cold air breaks through, that precipitation breaks through, and you start to get true snow, that's how fast the atmosphere gets that chill to it. Look at western Louisiana. This is what we have to go through today. So once you start getting snow, it just continues and continues. It's all the way to Beaumont. Houston's getting snow. And look at that big band coming out of the Gulf down south. This is where our precipitation is going to come from in the next short while. Viper roadway temperatures, you see what's happening. Western Louisiana, that light blue, that is roadway temperatures in the 20s. That means your roadway is frozen. That is quickly advancing on southeast Louisiana. So the fun today is going to be staying home and enjoying the snow with the kids, staying home and enjoying how we never get to see this, but it can be dangerous once we get those frozen roadways, which will be here probably within the point of the middle or to latter part of this morning. So that's a look at what's going on at this moment. Let's look at what's going on hour by hour today with meteorologist Hannah Gard.
Thanks, Zach. And Maddie was telling us she's seeing kind of a mix now of flurries and those little ice pellets, that's sleet. So we're seeing a wintry mix, which is what you can see on the forecast modeling too with the pink there. That's what it's going to start as for our more southern areas, especially where the temperature is not yet at freezing. But like Zach mentioned, as soon as you start to see that wintry precip falling through the atmosphere, it's going to cool it down and we'll see that snow. So temperatures will plummet after that. I don't think this modeling is even correct on the temperatures. It still has low 30s on the North Shore. So this is going to be a lot colder than what the model is actually seeing. But as soon as those temperatures cool, we'll start to see the snow spreading farther and farther south. By the time we get to 7 or 8, most of us seeing snow, and 10 o'clock, we'll start to see some bands of heavy snow like what they're seeing in Lafayette. And that's when we get those really rapid snowfall accumulations, because the road temperatures will be frozen. The ground is really close to freezing already because of the colder air that we've had the past couple of days. So it's not going to take much to start to see things accumulating out there. So this is 10. Once we get to noon and into 1, we're still seeing snow. It's going to last most of the day. We're still going to be seeing that snowfall till around 5. And then areas up to the northwest will start to clear out, and it will move out to the southeast. Behind that, though, we're going to have snowpack on the ground. What that means is temperatures are going to really rapidly fall, and it's going to start to feel really cold, even though it's still going to be cold during the day today. So if you are sending the kids out there to play in the snow, you can do that safely as long as you're dressed correctly. Make sure you have waterproof stuff, because as that snow melts on you, it's going to start to feel even colder. So wind chills in the teens, you want to make sure you're adequately prepared. And then by tomorrow morning, we're talking about wind chills in the single digits on the North Shore. This is dangerous cold, deadly cold if you have to be out there for too long. So we do not want anyone exposed to this for a long period of time. Teens on the South Shore, make sure you have a place to stay warm and be protected from these cold temperatures. Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, we're still going to see hard freeze conditions area-wide. That's pipe freeze. Also, because our temperatures are so cold, we're not going to see melting occurring quickly. Maybe Wednesday afternoon we see some melting if our temperatures get above freezing, but the roadways are going to continue to be problematic for a while. It hasn't quite started yet for most of us, but we're starting to see that accumulating snow out there. We'll take it over to Christy for a check on the roadways.
Thank you, Hannah. Well, today is the day that snow is making its way to our way. So